For this project, I had students create a public service announcement based on the characteristics of transcendentalism. So during the project, students were reading and learning about Thoreau and Emerson and the characteristics that they followed in their lives, and then they are applying these characteristics to a problem in modern society and giving a public service announcement for how that problem could possibly be solved using the characteristics. For this project, students were given an assignment sheet that details exactly what it is that they have to do and the directions for creating the project. One issue that I did run into is finding the right balance between how much direction to give the students and how much to let them just have creativity and freedom in the project. So I came up with some basic instructions for them to follow. So they had to choose a topic, and I gave them a list of topics including bullying, texting and driving, healthy eating, smoking, any kind of ongoing current issue we have today in modern society, or they could have the freedom to choose their own topic as long as they got it approved. And these instructions were actually given to them through Google Drive, which they have a folder in Google Drive for each class period. And they can go back, view these directions, over and over again. And this is actually where they will complete most of their work leading up to the video. So within Google Drive, each student creates a Google Doc where they can work either alone or individually on this project. And they'll keep all their notes, all their information that they find in here. And this will actually be one of the formative grades that leads up to this video project at the end. I also put some resources in here for them, images, some places to go get images following copyright laws, and the instruction sheets. And while they're going through the project, I go through and give them feedback to help make sure that they're on the right track within their Google Drive. So while they're going through this assignment sheet, I will first choose their topic, and then they actually begin their research using the site Instagrok. And they are on this site Instagrok finding this information. Facts they think the audience should learn about their topic, information, observations, data, any of that kind of information they want to share with the audience, and then how do they want the audience to change their behavior. I also gave them some focus questions because students were not really sure where to go or what to include about their topic. So what would you do if you were fixing this problem? What are some solutions, and what would happen if people started to act differently for this problem? So they go over into Instagrok, and they can actually type in this site any topic that they want. So say they did bullying, and they type in bullying and hit Grok. This site comes up with a concept map about bullying, where they can actually use this as a jumping off point for their research. And I gave them this site because you can actually, when you see your concept map here, pull that over, you can see that you got bullying in the middle, and then there's all these other topics that are related to bullying. There's videos, there's other sources, and each one, when you click on it, brings up this little box with key facts and actually sources that they can use. You can look up some websites on bullying. This is where they can get some of those great statistics and other information. There's actually videos. This is a bullying story from a student. Images, some posters, some other concepts that are related to bullying, and the students can actually go right in here and complete notes to then transfer over later to their Google Doc. They can just copy it and save it. So within each of these, you just click right here, click on the concept map, and it'll actually open other ones, and you can move these around, click on each individual one to open all kinds of different topics related to your research. So after they go through the research process, they are going to plan and create the public service announcement using their Google Doc notes and a storyboard. So I'm going to scroll down here and show you the storyboard. They get this sheet as well. This helps them to plan and organize their storyboard, and they're going to actually go through and put in each one of these boxes right here how they would lay out their video project. This just kind of helps them get organized, and this is another resource where I can go through and give them a formative grade to make sure they're on the right track. as far as their final video, after they plan and create the public service announcement, they'll get free reign to work on their video. They can actually use any number of video sources. They can use Movie Maker, they can use Animoto, anyone that they want, I will let them use. They're just on their own as far as finding tutorials and information for those different resources. I'll point them in the right direction, but they're going to be responsible for choosing which one they want to use and how they're going to use it. And then for their final video, here are the different categories they'll be graded on. Did they follow the guidelines, just following all these elements of what's supposed to be included? Did they complete that storyboard organization? Does their video have the information? Is it understandable? Is it very clear? Is their video attention grabbing? Is it boring? Would people be interested in it? And then do they have the one page explanation in their Google Docs, and do they cite all the resources that they found? So again, all of these different handouts and all of the rubrics are available for them through that Google Docs site. The last resource that students use is our class Weebly page. So we have this page with American literature, and it has all of the different units that we're currently working on, so Transcendentalism, which takes them right here to where they can go back and review those 5 characteristics. And they can also view examples of other public service announcements. They can, this is where I'll post theirs at the end of the unit. This is an old one that I did with students prior, and they weren't creating a video. This student actually did Prezi, and they used bullying and how characteristics of Transcendentalism could be used with bullying. So this is just another example. In the final portion of this project, students will come up here to the blog, and they're responsible for posting a blog post reflection of their page or their video, as well as going in and giving feedback to the other groups on how they did on their video and presentation. And this just lets them reflect on their learning, give me any ways that I can improve on this unit and what we can do for future units as well. So students really seem to enjoy this unit and really get to use multiple resources as far as using the different pieces of technology to really support their learning.